All right, so we are going to be looking at the Cambridge IGCSE Information and Communication Technology May-June 2024 paper. I think this should be variant 1. All right, so we're going to be looking at the document production of this paper. We are going to solve the question. So please kindly follow me as we solve this question. All these are instructions for you to read them and then you go through them. All right. So starting from here, it says you have been supplied with the following source files. So we have these source files over here. When you come to this side, I have the source files over here. I have the source files over here. All right, so I have the source files over here just as they have been uh, placed in there in the question. All right, so let's start from here. Task 1. It says evidence document. Task 1, evidence document. So it says we should open the file J2421 evidence.rtf. So we go to our source files and then we look for what evidence.rtf. And then we double click on that. So we allow it to load. Sorry, these are previous documents, things I was already working. So let's have them deleted. Okay. All right. So we are here. This our evidence.rtf. Now let's go back to the question. It says that what? Make sure that your name and center number and candidate number will appear on every page of this document. We are looking at this. Now, how do you make sure that your name and then candidate number appear on every page of this document? It means we have to use the what? The header and then the footer property. Okay. So in this case, we are going to be using the what? The header. Now, if you want to get your header and then your footer, just put your cursor at the top over here, and then triple click or yes, kind of thing. It launches the header and then the footer for you. Okay. Now I would right align this. It didn't say, but in subsequent questions, it will tell you to right align. So I just feel like I should right align. And then it is saying that what my name. So I put my name there. Then it says candidate center number. So let's assume my center number is 024. Okay. And then my index number or my candidate number is 719. So let's assume this is mine. Do you understand that? So I just click the body part. Now, this my details over here in the header will appear on every page. Do you understand as I proceed? Please, I hope we are getting that. All right, then we go back to the question again. And it says that what? Save these documents in your work area as what? As evidence, followed by your candidate number, for example, evidence 999. So here I am using a soft copy, but ideally you'll be given a hard copy. So instead of copying the evidence via, you have to type. Now, you can see the evidence is in caps lock. Make sure as you are saving it, you also type it in caps lock. Please, you understand that. So let me copy, but in your case, you would have to what? Type it. So I just come to my file, my document, that is the evidence document. I click on file. Then I click on save as, not save. It should be what? Save as. Do you understand? Then over here, I change the name. Okay. And then I said my candidate's number is what? 719. So I add 719 to this. Then I change it from the rich text format to what? Word document. Do you understand that? It didn't say we should specifically do this, but in subsequent questions, it will tell us to do this. So I just feel like you have to what? Do it. Then we save. Okay. Now we are done with task 1. So you can see over here or at the top over here, evidence 719.doc instead of the RTF. All right. Now let's go back to the question again. So we are done with task 1. Let's come to task 2. Task 2 is saying that what? It says you are going to edit a document for Tawara Tots Childcare. The company uses a corporate house style for all their documents. Paragraph style must be created and applied as instructed. Using a suitable software package, open the file J2421 childcare.rtf. So let me go back to my source files again, and then I have what childcare.rtf over here. So all you have to do is that you just have to double click on this. Do you understand? Once you double click on this, you should have exactly what I'm having over here. Now we have done that. So let's go back to the question. Then it's saying that the page setup is set to A4, portrait orientation with 2 centimeter margin. Do not make any changes to this setting. So here you do exactly what they are saying. Don't make any changes to this. Then 3 paragraph styles have been created. Do not make any changes to this unless instructed. So they have created 3 paragraph styles. Do you understand? I'll show you all those 3 paragraph styles. Don't worry. Then it says save the document in your work area with the file name nursery. Nursery is in capital. So make sure as you are typing, you also type in capital. Forget about the bold. Don't say you also want to bold it. The bold you are seeing over here is just to put emphasis on this for easy identification. So I will copy this since I'm using soft copy, but in your case, you would have to type. Then it says, make sure it is saved in the format of the software you are using. So the format of the software I'm using Microsoft. Do you understand? Microsoft Word. So I need to select Word document. Do you understand that? All right. So we go back to this. Then it says that we should save this. So you click on file again. Click on save as, not save, save as. Then change the name to the nursery. Make sure you don't add your candidate. It didn't say you should add candidate number or any kind of number to the nursery. It just said nursery in caps lock. Then change the rich text format because it says we should save it in the format of the software we are using. So the software we are using is Microsoft Word. That is Word document. So change the rich text format to Word document. And then when you are done, save it like this nicely. Then let's go back to the question again. It says that place in your evidence document a screenshot to show this file has been saved. Place in your evidence document a screenshot to show that this file has been saved. Make sure there is evidence of the file type. So what you have to do is to just go back to your source file or the folder where you have saved the nursery. So over here, I'm still using the source file. So you can see my nursery over here. You can see my nursery over here saved. So I need to take a screenshot of this page so that they can see that I've saved nursery, and also the file type has changed from RTF to DOC. So in order for you to take the screenshot, press and hold down the we are going to use the snipping tool. Okay, we are going to use the snipping tool. So you press and hold down the Windows key on your keyboard. As you hold it down, press and hold down the Shift key. And as you do that, as you hold the 2 keys down, you press and hold down the S key. It gives you this dark covering over your screen. Now, this is the cursor. Just put it at any vantage point, any convenient point that you like. Click and hold the left mouse button and then drag so that you can get this place. This is all we want to take. Just release it. Once you release it, it has been saved in the clipboard. So you don't need to do anything. Once you released, it has been saved in the clipboard. So just go to your evidence document. Do you understand that? Then go to evidence 1 and then Control V to just paste. So over here, we have pasted this, and then you can see clearly that nursery is showing over here to show that we have actually saved nursery. Do you understand that? All right. Now let's go back to the question again. Now we are done with this part of the question. So let's go to question 2. So question 2 says that what? Place in the nursery document a right aligned header on a single line. A right aligned header on a single line. And what should be there? What should be there is prospectus produced by colon. Then you bring space, followed by your name, space, followed by your center number, space, followed by your candidate number. Then when you are done with the header, you do a left aligned footer. You create a left aligned footer with automated page numbers. That is page 1, page 2, and all that. Now, this is very important. You need to read this. Make sure that all the header details are on a single line. All the header details are on a single line. It means that they should all be in a single line. You shouldn't have any of your details going to the next line. They should all be in the same line, in that single line. Then all the alignment must match the page margins. No other text or placeholder are included in the header or footer areas. The headers and footers are displayed on all pages. So let me copy this. In your situation, you have to type, but I'm using this, so let me copy. So let's go back to our document. Do you understand? Now it says we should create what? A header, a right aligned header with the details prospectus produced by so and so. So like this, we are here again. Just put your cursor at the top margin and then what? Triple click to get your header and then your footer. Now it says that what we should right align. So just go to home over here, then what? Click on the right aligned in the paragraph group. You see your cursor is over here. Then just type your stuff produced by James Mate. Then my center number is 024, and then my candidate number is what? 719. So this is all they want you to do. Do you understand that? And then they are saying that what? You should make sure that there is no other text or placeholder. Do you understand? What do they mean by no other text or placeholder? This is what they mean. Somebody will decide that, okay, as I have clicked on the header, as I've launched the header and then the footer, let me just click on the header and footer design. Let me go to header. Okay, and then select this. Do you understand? Now, when you select this template, you see it has the right aligned over here. It has the center aligned over here, and it has the what? The left aligned over here. The right aligned over here. So somebody will decide that, oh, then let me just put my details here like this. Do you understand? When you put your details here like this, then you realize that what? There is what? This placeholder. They don't want to see this placeholder over here. These placeholders, they don't want to see them. Okay. So all you have to do is that don't even go into the header and the footer design. Just go to your home, click on the right align. Do you understand that? The right align, and just put your details there and you are fine. So we are done with that one. Then when you go, it says a left aligned footer with automated page numbers. So let's go back to our document. And then we come down to the footer side. Do you understand? It said the footer should be what? Left aligned. So once you click, it's already in the left align. So you don't need to what? Worry yourself. Now, it says it should be automatic page number. Somebody can say, why won't I just put my own number there? So you can just say 1. Now, when you put 1 there, scroll to the bottom and you see that it is 1 there, meaning this is not automatic, okay? And if you decide to change this 1 over here to 2, it affects the top 2 to be what? 2. So basically, you cannot do this manually. So you have to do this automatic by using the automated numbers. So as you click in the footer here, go to your header and then your footer design, click on page numbers, current position, and then choose plain number. Now, I am getting this. This is because of my office that I'm using. But if you are also getting this, don't worry. Ideally, you shouldn't get this. You should only see 1. But if you are getting this, don't worry. Just click on it and then right click. When you right click, go to toggle field codes and click on it. It will convert it to the 1 for you. Do you understand? And then the down part is also what? 2. I hope we are following. So now we are done with what? Question 2. Just double click in your body, and then you have your header over here, and then you have your what? Your footer over here. All right. I hope we are following. Let's go back. So we are done with question 2. Now question 3 says that what? Create and store the following style, basing it on the default or normal paragraph style. So here they have created what? 3 styles already. I'll show you. And they are telling us that we should create a new style. We should create a new paragraph what? Style. And this new paragraph style that we are going to create should have a style name, okay? Should have a style name called TC title. Should have a font style of what? Serif. Now, the serif font styles are those with the sharp edges, the ticks. So the commonest serif font style we are going to use is what? Times New Roman. Don't forget. So if you don't see serif, just use Times New Roman, okay? Then the font size should be 32. Alignment should be center, enhancement should be bold, italics, line spacing should be single, and then space before should be 0, space after should be what? 6. Okay. Now it says that, look at this, take a screenshot to show that you have defined the settings for the TC title. We'll do that. Now, it says make sure that there is evidence that you have based this on a default or normal paragraph style. So here we are creating a new paragraph style. So let's go and do it. So let's go to our document. Now, if I click this first paragraph, look at the style at the top over here. Look at the styles over here. You see, it is TC body. It means that the style over here is TC body. And they have created what? TC body. Look at what they have created. So they have created TC body. So if I click on TC body, that is a default, the one they have created. If I click on TC subhead, you see it has changed the font with some underlines. This is what they have created. And then they've also created a TC table. Do you understand that? So now they want us to what? To create a new style again. Now, if you want to do that, to launch your paragraph style manager, you see this small button over here, beside at the bottom right corner of the styles group. Just click on it. It launches the what? It will launch the manager, that is the styles manager. Over here, you have the 3 styles they have created: TC body, TC subhead, TC table. Do you understand? Now, we are supposed to create a new one called TC title. So this is what you do. Just come to the bottom. You see this A+ button over here. It says new style. Click on it. It launches the what? The create new style dialog box for us. Do you understand that? And everything, okay? It launches everything for us just like that. Okay, so now they said what? The style, we should name it what? TC title. Remember, the T and then the C are what? Capitals. Then hyphen. The title is what? Small letters. Okay, so you do that. Then they said it should be based on normal. So you just, and here it is based on TC body. So just click the arrow down and select what? Normal. Please, are we following? Now, the font style, they said it should be serif. And I said the commonest serif you can get is what? Is Times New Roman. So just begin to type Times New Roman and to be there. Press, hit enter to cause the effect, or to let the effect happen. Then over here, the font size, they said it should be 32. So type 32 and hit enter. Then with the enhancement, they said we should bold, we should italize. Do you understand that? And then alignment, they said the alignment should be what? Center. So you do that one too. Then they are saying that our line spacing should be what? Single. And then space before should be what? 0. Space after should be what? 6. If you want to do that, come to the bottom, you see format. Click on the format, click on paragraph. Okay. Now, over here, line spacing is single. It has already been selected, so we don't touch it. Spacing before should be 0. We don't touch it. Now, spacing after is what we will change to what? 6, according to the question. Then we click what? OK. Do you understand that? Now, when we click OK, we are done with all the settings, everything they ask us to do in the question over here. We have actually what? Done it. Then we will now click on what? OK. You see, it has caused an effect on the what? On our document. Do you understand that? But the question didn't say that what? We should cause this effect on the document. It only said that we should create what? A new style called TC title and then take a screenshot of it that we have created. So we need to change this back to what? TC body like this. Do you understand that? Now, what are we going to take the screenshot of? Look at the question. It says that once you are done, take a screenshot to show that you have defined the settings for the TC title. Do you understand that? Place this in your evidence document. So that is very simple. The TC title we just created is here. I hope you can all see it. Now, without clicking on the TC title, just go to the edge of it, the arrow down, click on it, and then click on modify. It gives you the dialog box again. Now, this is what you are supposed to what? Take a screenshot of. Do you understand that? This is what you are supposed to take a screenshot of. So like we do, press and hold down the Windows key, the Shift key, and then the S. Gives you this dark environment. Just click just click this part of it, drag and release. As we have released, it has already been copied. Okay, so you can now close this guy. Don't click on OK. If you click on OK, it will have effect on the document again. So what? Just click close. Now go to your evidence document, then evidence step 3. You Control V, and then you have pasted that over there nicely. Do you understand that? Then we move on. I hope we all understand up to this point, right? So that is it. Let's go back to the question again. Then it says question 4, apply the TC title style to the title test Tawara Thoughts Company. So we are the TC title we just created. We are supposed to apply that style to the title test Tawara Thoughts Childcare. So go back to the document. Now, this is the title test, Tawara Thoughts Care. Just click on the Tawara to get your insertion pointer over there. You don't need to select it. If you select it, it will work. Or if you highlight it, it will work. Do you understand? But you don't need to what? You don't need to just click on it. And then come to the Styles Manager and click on what? TC title. And you see that the effects have been applied. Do you understand that? Very simple. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next question. Question 5. It says that select the subheading staff and the following text up to and including the paragraph ending. Enjoy their new surroundings. What are they saying? They said that we should highlight, there is a subheading called staff or a subtopic called staff. They said we should be at that point and then highlight down to the paragraph that has the ending, enjoy their new surroundings. So let's go back to our document over here like this. Let me do this a bit. All right. So over here, this is the staff subheading they are talking about. Do you understand? Then they said we should highlight this to the paragraph that has the ending. Okay, good. This is the paragraph. Enjoy their new surroundings. So how do we highlight? There are so many ways you can highlight or select this. First of all, just click at the beginning of the staff. Do you understand? And have your insertion pointer there. Then scroll to the down. Okay, scroll to the down where you have the new surroundings. Do you understand? Without clicking yet, don't click yet. Without clicking yet, just press and hold down the Shift key on your keyboard. Do you understand? As you press and hold down the Shift, then you can now click. It will select from the staff to that paragraph for you, just as you are seeing with mine. Do you understand that? Or somebody can say, this is too difficult, I can't do that. So what you can do is that just put your cursor at the beginning of the staff, then press and hold down the left mouse button and then scroll down. So you scroll down towards that paragraph, enjoy their new surroundings, and then you release. And this one too is fine. Or you can also You can also click at the beginning of the staff, press and hold down the Shift key on your keyboard, then press and hold down the arrow down, the directional arrow down on your keyboard in that order, like you are seeing. okay, and then you highlight to that enjoy their new surroundings. Where are you? All right, so this point, okay, then you are fine. So in this case, we have selected. Let's go back to the question. It says, change the page layout so that only this text is displayed in two columns of equal width with a 1 centimeter space between them. So we are to create a column of two. You understand? Two columns with equal width. So let's go back to that. So as it is still highlighted, you are supposed to still highlight or select it. Now click on the layout because that is what it said. After clicking on the layout, click on the columns. Now go to more columns over here. Click on what? The two columns. Then what? Make sure if this is not checked, equal column width, make sure it is checked if yours is not checked. Then what? It says the spacing between them should be 1 centimeter. So we reduce this to what? To 1 centimeter. Do you understand? Then we click on what? Okay. And that has, now we have done that nicely. Do you understand that? So we have just done that nicely. So you can see that. All right. Now let's move on. So let's go to so we are going to question 6. Question 6 says that what? The style named TC subhead has already been created. So you remember that when I showed you this paragraph styles they've created, you saw TC subhead. Good. So the style named TC subhead has already been what? Created, stored, and applied to the 5 subheadings. Do you understand that? Now modify TC subhead style so that only the following formatting can be what? Can be applied. Oh. All right, so we need to do this so that modify the thesis subhead so that only the following formatting is what? Is applied. Okay. Now take a screenshot evidence to show that you have modified the thesis subhead title and the settings what? Applied. So, and then these are the things we have to modify it with. So the thesis subhead, the title should be thesis subhead. Font style should be sans serif. So sans serif are those ones with the fonts without the what? Without the sharp edges. Do you understand? So in this case, we'll use the what? The Arial. Do you understand? Font size should be 14. Alignment should be center. Enhancement, italics, bold, and all caps. Line spacing should be single. Before should be 0. After should be what? 7. Okay. So now let's go to our document and then we do that. So you need to keep this selected like you are seeing over here. Now we have TC subhead over here. Let's click on the arrow down beside it and let's click on what? Modify. So they said the name should be TC subhead. That is fine. We have done that. Okay. Then they are also saying that what? It should be based on the what? No, sorry, that is, forget about the normal, it's already there. Now, they said our font style should be what? Sans serif. Sans serif, we are going to use the what? The Arial. So you select the Arial. They said the font should be what? Font size should be what? 14. So you select that. Then they said the enhancement, we should bold it, we should italize it, okay? And then they didn't say we should add a line. But if you look at the default, the original document, the stuff has been underlined. So you need to be smart to take the underline out since we are modifying and they didn't say we should what? Underline it. Then they say we should center align it. So we have done that. Then you click on the format over here. They say it should be in all caps. So you click on the format, go to what? Fonts, and check the box for all caps. Click on OK. Do you understand? Go back to format again and go to the paragraph now. Over here, they said space before should be what? 0. Space after should be what? 7. Line spacing should be single. So this is okay. Do you understand that? Now we are done with all the settings over here. We have done with all the modification. So what do? We click on OK. And you realize that what? The staff, the curriculum, and all the subheadings have been affected, have been applied. Do you understand that? That is all good. Now they are saying that what? Well, what is the next thing? They say we should take a screenshot evidence to show that we have modified the TC subhead title and the settings applied. So here they are saying that what? They want to see that what that we have made the settings. Now you cannot click to take the select away. So they want to see that what we have done the settings, and then also they want to see that the settings we have done, has it been applied? So you go back to the thesis app head. Do you understand that? Don't click the thesis app head. Just go to the arrow down beside it and click on what? Modify. So they want to see this dialog box together with the what? Together with the application, that is together with the staff, the curriculum, to show that the effects we did was actually what applied. Do you understand that? Good. So you have to take screenshots of both. So over here, Control Shift S, like you always do, then drag this. So it must cover up the effect and then also the dialog box. I hope you understand that. So you take that. It has already been copied, so you don't need to do anything. Just come to your evidence document, or sorry, close this. Don't click on OK. If you click on OK, it will have effect on the text selected inside here. So just click on what? Close. And then what? Go to your evidence. That is evidence 6 over here. Let me just send this one down. So evidence 6, then you paste. Do you understand? As you do this, please kindly save it. In case anything happens to your computer, you can retrieve it. Then also in your main document now too, you can be saving these changes. Okay, just click at the top and then save it. Now let's go to the question again. Now we are going to question what? 7. Question 7 says, apply a numbered list formatted as 1 to 7 to the test from communication and language to what? To art and design. So they have some what? Some list over there that they want us to what? To create a numbered list for. Numbered list should be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you understand that? Now they said we should make sure that the numbers are aligned to the left margin of the column. I'll show you. The list is in a single line spacing with no space before or no space after each line. So it should be in a single line spacing. None of the text or the word should go to the next line. It should be in a single line. Then also between the list, there shouldn't be any space between them. That is before or after. Then they said there is a 7-point space after the last item in the list. So that is the list 7, the 7th list. Between the 7th list and then the sentence beneath it, there should be a 7-point space over there. So let's go and do that quickly. So over here, this is where we have, they said we have the list from communication and language to arts and design. So what do we do? First, we create a numbered list. So select this first, highlight it. Then go to home. Then in the paragraph group, go to the numbering over here and select the first one. So we have now what? Numbered it. Do you understand that? Now they said it should be aligned to the column. So it means that what? You see this column over here. We need to shift the whole thing over here to align with this column over here. Do you understand? So as it is selected like this, just go to the paragraph group. You see this small button over here, click on it. Do you understand that? Then indentation, the left, put it to 0. Do you understand? It should be 0. So put it to 0 like this. Do you understand? And then they said what? The space before should be 0. Space after 2 should be 0, because they said there shouldn't be any space before or after. Do you understand that? And then the line spacing too, they said it should be what? Single. So it should be a single line spacing. So you do all of these effects over here and then you click on what? Okay, so you see the list has been what? Is now aligned to the left margin. Do you understand? Of the column. And then what? We have removed the spaces. Everything is on a single line. Now, the next one is here. They said between the 7th list and then the next sentence, there should be a 7 point. Okay, so all you have to do is to just click on the expressive over here, or any word in the what? In the 7th list. Do you understand? Then go back to the what? Go back to the small icon in this small button in the paragraph style again. Then space after, they said it should be 7 points. So just put 7 here. and then click on what? Okay. You see it has created a space over here. Do you understand? Then you save. We are now done with this one too. I hope we are following very well. Then let's go back to the question. Let's go to question 8. Question 8 says, it says import the image J2421 logo.jpg and place it in the paragraph beginning with we have 8 spacious playrooms. Do you understand that? We have 8. So go and look for the paragraph beginning with what? We have 8 spacious rooms, playrooms, and that is where we are going to what? Insert this image. They said rotate the image 180 degrees with the image size and aspect ratio maintained. So make sure that what the aspect ratio and then the size, you don't do anything to it, should be maintained. Now format the image so that it is aligned to the right margin and the top of the paragraph. Starting, we have 8 spacious. So the same paragraph. The text wrap around the image. So you should make sure that what the text is wrapped around the image. Now let's go and do that quickly. So let's look for a paragraph. So this is a paragraph. We have 8 spacious rooms. This is a paragraph. They are what they are actually talking about. So just put your pointer here. You understand, at the beginning of the we. Then we are going to import the image. So click on insert, click on pictures, click on this device. Then it should open this for you. Now navigate to the folder where you have your source file. So I have mine at the desktop, and then source files over here. So you see, this is the image. Now just click on it and then click on what? Once you click on the insert, then you are going to have the image over here. Please, do you understand that? Okay, let us go through that step again. So let's delete this and let's go through that step again. So the question says what? So the question is saying that what? We should import the image J2421 logo.jpg and place it in the paragraph beginning with we have 8 spacious playrooms. Rotate the image 180 degrees with the image size and aspect ratio maintained. Format the image so that it is aligned with the right margin and the top of the paragraph, starting with that particular sentence again. Then the text wrap around the. So let's do it again once more before we proceed. So you have to locate that paragraph. You put the insertion pointer at the beginning. Then you click on what? Insert. Click on pictures. Then click on what? This device. Because I was already in this folder, I inserted the image from this folder. It has already I already got there straight. Do you understand that? So just click on the image and then click on the what? The insert. And then your image is what? Is inserted. Do you understand? Now, they say we should rotate it 180 degrees. So what can you do? The first thing you can do is to what? You put your cursor or your pointer at the top over here. Click, hold the left mouse button, and then what? Rotate the 180 like this. So you have rotated what? 180. Somebody will also say that that is very difficult. So what you can do is that as you select the image, okay, come to the arrange group. You see this button over here? It's called rotate objects. Just click on it, then rotate it 90. Do you understand? Go back and click on it again, rotate another 90, and then you have your what? You have your 180 over here. All right. Now the question is saying that what? We have already rotated that. Now it says that it should be aligned to the right margin and then the top of the paragraph. So this is what you are going to do. So we will select the image. Do you understand that? Once you select the image, come to this place, position, position object. Once you come to position object, go to more layout. Do you understand that? More layouts. Okay, hold on. So this is selected. Position. More position. Okay. Sorry. Before that, okay. Before we do that, let's wrap the text before. So wrap now, in order for you to wrap the text so it can have the same height as the paragraph. Okay, just click on this, click on the text wrap and use what? Tight. Do you understand that? So you now realize that what? The top of the logo, okay, is in line with the what? With this paragraph. That is we have the sentence over there. Do you understand that? Then from here, we cannot align it to the right. It is currently at the left. So we cannot align it to the what? To the right side of it. So in that situation, now click on the position, click on more position, and then what? Click on the alignment and change it to what? To right, and then click OK. In that situation, you have it at the right align. Do you understand that? Okay, so that is how you do this particular what? You do this particular one. I hope you are following keenly. Then, so we are done with question 8. Now we come to question 9. It says that what? Locate the table in the document. Format the table so that the table width is set to what? 13 centimeters. All the rows are set to what? 1 centimeter high. Then the data is centered. The data is center aligned vertically in each row. The table is centered within the page margins. Do you understand that? So let's go and locate the table and then do this. We are almost done with this. So we scroll to the bottom. Then this is our table. Do you understand that? Now, in order to select the whole table, if you select like this, do you understand? It means you have selected the cells, and whatever effect you are going to do will only affect what? The characters or the content of the cell. If you extend it to this side where you have some extension over there, then you have selected the whole table. Do you understand? In another way to just click on the what? The select table, this small button over here, and you have selected the table. Do you understand that? Now, they said the table should be what? It should be centered. It should be centered within the margins. So over here, as you select the table and you are in your home tab, just click on the center alignment and it will center the table for you. Please, do you understand that? Then also come to this side, you see table layout. That's where we can do all of the other effects. So click on the table layout, then come to the table group and click on what? Properties. Do you understand that? Properties. Now, they said what? We've already center aligned it. They said the rows should be what? Should be 1 centimeter high. Do you understand that? So this row height is, take it from at least and put it at what? Exactly. Do you understand that? Exactly. Then specify the height to what? To 1 centimeter. They said they should be what? It should be 1 centimeter high. Do you understand that? Good. Then you click on what? Okay, so you see that. Do you understand that? Now, they said our table width. They also said we should do something about table width. They said we should set the table width to what? To 13 centimeters. So let's go back and set the table width. So we still have our table selected, still in the table layout. Go to the properties and then what? Go to table. Do you understand that? So check the box, preferred width. So check the box. The measure should be in centimeters, and then change this to what? 13. They say it should be 13. Let me confirm. All right, so 13 centimeters. So just change that to 30 centimeters and click on OK. So we have changed that to what? To 30 centimeters. We are done with the table. You see, very simple. Do you understand that? So we've made sure that it is set to 30 centimeters. The rows are 30 centimeters high. The data is center aligned vertically. Now, it is already center aligned vertically. Look at it. It is already center aligned. If I go to the home, you see that so you see, hold on, let me select the contents. All right, so you see that it's already center aligned vertically. Do you understand? So you just leave it at that center aligned vertically. Then the table is centered within the page margins. Yeah, that is what I did first. So you select the whole table and then you click on the center align. So it is already center aligned vertically. Do you understand that? Sorry, center aligned within the page margin. So we are done with the table 2. You understand? This is how our document is looking like. Then we go to the question. Then we are done with the 9. So we go to the 10, where the 10 says that it says spell check and proofread the document. Make sure that the list and table are not splitted over the columns. So they are saying that what the list we have created, okay, look at the list over here. This list we have created are not split over columns, meaning that what you have 1, 2, 3 on the right side, on the left side of the column, and then the remaining at the right side, at the left side, sorry. So in this case, they are not splitted within the columns. They are all aligned in one column, and that is fine. Then also our table is not splitted among pages. Do you understand? Meaning that you have the first 3 rows in probably on the first page, and then the rest on the second page. Over here, we have all of them intact on a single page. Do you understand? So that one is also fine. Then there are no windows or orphans. So with the windows or orphans, they have to do with sentences that they have chunk of their paragraph that has chunk of their sentences on other page, and then just a few on another page. So the few on the other page becomes what? A widow or what? Orphan. Do you understand that? So we check through whether we have something like that. All right. So look at this one. The key person. This is a new paragraph, but the key person is the only one on this page where the chunk of it are on the what? Page 2. So this become what? A widow or orphan. We just click here and we hit enter so that we can add it. We can add it to the what? To the remaining, to the remaining paragraph text. So they cannot be in one paragraph like that. Apart from that, we don't have any widow or orphan again. So this one is also fine. Then we go back to the question. It says there are no blank pages. Yes, there are no blank pages. The original styles are maintained except TC subhead style change is yes. So that we've maintained. All styles are applied consistently. That is done. Spacing is consistent between items is done. They says save the document using the same file name format used in step 1, which is the nursery. Then print the document. Then you are done. Do you understand that? So over here, we just have to save. Click on this to save. Then what? Print. So if I'm connected to a printer, just click on the file, click on print. It gets you to the what? The print dialog what? Box. Do you understand that? Gives you the print preview. What you are going to what? Get when you finally print. You select your printer over here. I'm not connected to any printer. Once you are done, then you click on what? Print. And then you are done with the first part of the question. Thank you very much.